Hi friends, in this session I am going to talk about money duration of a bond and the price value basis point, their calculation and the interpretation. Apart from this, we will also see the convexity, the approximate convexity and the effective convexity associated with bond. Okay, so first let's see what is money duration. Money duration is otherwise known as dollar duration. It is expressed in currency unit and it is calculated by multiplying the annual modified duration and the full price of a bond. Okay, sometimes it is expressed as money duration per 100 units of par value. So we can also write money duration per 100 units of par value is equal to annual modified duration multiplied by full price of bond per 100 units of par value. Okay, now if we'll multiply the money duration by yield to maturity, then we will see the price value, the value of the bond, change in the value of a bond with respect to the change in the yield to maturity. Okay, so that is about the money duration of a bond. Now we will see the price value basis point. Price value basis point generally shows us the price of a bond with respect to a change in yield to maturity by 1 basis point. Okay, let's say suppose the decrease in the price of a bond by increasing the yield to maturity by 1 basis point. Similarly, we can also see the increase in the price of a bond when there is a decrease in the yield to maturity by 1 basis point. Okay, so this is about the price value basis point. Now we will see the convexity, like approximate convexity and the effective convexity. Convexity is basically the relationship between the price and the yield to maturity in a curve. Generally in a graph it is shown. So the more convex it is, there is a the inverse relationship, it carries more. Okay, so how do we calculate the approximate convexity? The formula is V minus plus V0 minus 2V0 divided by change in the yield to maturity whole square multiplied by V0. Now you will ask me, what is V minus, V plus and V0? V0 is the current bond price and V minus is the price of the bond when the yield to maturity reduces. So automatically the price would have increased, and V plus is the price of the bond when the yield to maturity increases. Then the price, of course, it would have gone down. Okay, so that is the calculation, the formula for calculating the approximate convexity. Now we will see the effective convexity formula. It is calculated by taking, in place of change in yield to maturity, here we will take the change in the yield curve for calculating the effective convexity. So the formula goes as V minus plus V plus minus 2V0 divided by the change in the yield to curve, benchmark yield curve square multiplied by V0. Okay, so this will give us the this gives us the formula for effective duration. Okay, for an option free bond, the convexity is always positive, but for a callable bond, convexity is negative because the yield is very low, and callable bonds are generally high in demand. So yes, so today we saw all this, the money duration and price value basis point and the convexity, approximate and the effective convexity of a bond. In the next session we will see more interrelationship between different variables. And yes, thank you very much for watching this video.